Hello, my friends. We are back on another Frenetic Friday with Doom.
Doom, 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 Doom. Sing the Doom song. I wanted to do that since you started this game.
I understand.
Oh, Dead Arts. Hello, Dead. He has asked us to drink, drink, drink. And I have my herbal tea that we refilled before game, and Brisko has a water.
Volunteers are currently needed for the UAC's exciting.
Thank you for joining us and for redeeming points.
Olivia activated the hell wave from somewhere inside this facility. I did hope she could rise above their influence. I was wrong. She proved to be weaker than I thought she'd be.
We have an ad break coming in a minute and a half. After that, I'll be putting out the first trivia question. Or is Thaddeus delayed this evening?
He is delayed this evening.
And we do an ad break starting in just under 30 seconds. I might still just toss that trivia question out after. If nothing else, it will turn into an interesting factoid.
Right on.
And we're back. For those of you who were on break for the ads, we do appreciate you watching those and supporting the channel. So we always appreciate our subs as well. Those are very important, especially this early on. I am working on, or I'm working with the program to make the original emotes. Dead Arts, actually, is the one who guided me toward the program and has given me some tips on how to use it. And so it's an open source program. It does not involve the use of any AI, and or if it, I don't think it even has AI capability. If it does, that's certainly not something. No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't, because he wouldn't be using it. But I am now coloring in the emotes. I'm drawing them myself and working with them. So I'm trying to get them out. I will say this: if we get a couple of subs this week, I will do whatever it takes to get at least one original one out by next Friday. But I am working hard on those regardless. And I am gonna pop up the first trivia question tonight. So, we're talking tonight about things that are doomed. Or were doomed. Because doomed. So, our first question is going to be about the good old unsinkable Titanic, which, as we all know, sank.
I disbelieve.
But do you roll a nat 20?
No.
Alright, so actually, if Dead actually has this on, like if he's actually listening to it, he should know this one. Just because someone in our inner circle is so obsessed with the Titanic. The unsinkable ship, the Titanic, went completely under, in other words, finished sinking beneath the water, or going under the surface level. Early in the morning on which date? April 7th, 1911. B. April 25th, 1911.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disabled.
April 15th, 1912. Or April 16th, 1912. I'll give it a couple minutes.
Demonic presence will compensate you. Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
By the way, if it makes any difference, the letter A's date would be 4/7/11.
Nice.
Ooh, are you getting some bigger pew-pews?
Oh, I'm tinkering with the pew-pews I have.
Factoid masa Vietnam. Cryos can live.
You should not have allowed his location to be discovered.
It was not me. It was Samuel. He led them to his tomb. Please. We can overcome this. I promise. The gate will be opened as planned.
Give me all the hell. There we go.
So, Brisko, the Titanic sinking, the dates I have are April 7th, 1911, which would also be 4/7/11. April 25th, 1911. April 15th, 1912. April 16th, 1912.
All terminals now accessible.
Do you have a guess?
I have a guess.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say C.
You're gonna say C?
Yeah. Give me all the ammo. There's the Hell Rock.
The Crucible. That's what she was looking for. Vega, did you get the location?
Yes. It is located in an uncharted region of the Titan's realm, but we'll need to rupture another Argent accumulator to create the portal. The only accumulator in this sector is in specimen CD-587.
You're going to have to remove it. Once you've extracted the accumulator, it will become unstable. The ruptured casing should cause a rift strong enough to send you back to their world. We can determine your point of entry using the tether system I uploaded to your suit. Retrieving the Crucible is critical. Without it, we have no way of shutting down the well and closing the Hell portal here on Mars.
Beyond presence for unsafe mode. Lockdown in
So, woohoo! Bam! Brisko plays nails that shiz. She is correct.
I said I didn't nail anything. That was luck.
The red. Okay, you're probably gonna have to say this word after I say it so that people know what the word is. But the red herring I was throwing out there.
Herring.
Thank you. Red herring I was throwing out there. Is because in Rocky Horror Picture Show, Frank has 4/7/11 on his thigh. But yeah, so that is the answer. It is April 15th, 1912. It started sinking on the 14th, but finished after midnight. We have an ad starting in just over a minute. When we get back from that, I'm going to flip the next question. And I think the next question will be easier.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
We are back. Okay, so maybe none of these are particularly easy, but this one is, I think, something that most gamers would actually know. Alright. Try to copy and paste here. Alright. So again, our theme is things that were doomed, are doomed, doomed stuff in general. Which of the following bizarre plagues was not an actual plague? Didn't really happen. A. Black Death, which killed more than 25 million people in Europe between 1346 and 1353. B. The dancing plague of 1518 in what is now France. C. The dancing mania of Aachen in 1374 Germany.
Will redirect the course of
D.
mankind.
The babbling plague, which brought business in certain areas of Guadalajara, Mexico to a standstill throughout 1687 to 1692.
I knew she was weak. Our work doesn't come without risks. I released you from the crew to help mitigate those risks. They were well into the catastrophe. The only thing that could stop them.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
So I'm going to read it one more time. Which of the following bizarre plagues was not real? A. Black Death, which killed more than 25 million people in Europe between 1346 and 1353. B. The Dancing Plague of 1518 in what is now France. C. The Dancing Mania of Aachen in 1374 Germany. D. The babbling plague, which brought business in certain areas of Guadalajara, Mexico to a standstill throughout 1687, 1692.
Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
Hello, Mr. Creepy Panda is in the room.
Hello.
I'm actually gonna read the question one more time. You are not obligated to answer, but there is no penalty for being wrong. And I am waiting for Brisko to answer anyway, so... You're saying C? Well, I'm gonna read it anyways, so that if he wants to answer, he can.
Lockdown disengaged.
Which of the following bizarre plagues was not real? A. Black Death, which killed more than 25 million people in Europe between 1346 to 1353.
Powering the cyber demon. Destabilizing the core will cause a rift that will send you back to hell. Once the crucible is in your possession, we will pull you out.
B. The Dancing Plague of 1518 in what is now France. C. The Dancing Mania of a 10 in 1374 Germany. D. The Babbling Plague, which brought business in certain areas of Guadalajara, Mexico to a standstill throughout 1687 to 1692. So Brisko has guessed C. I'll give the Creepy Panda a chance to... Oh, D. And I know you play Doom sometimes. The theme tonight for my questions, as we play Doom, are things that are doomed or were doomed.
Oh my.
I sang a bit of the Doom song earlier. Oh, that's awesome! He said I did tonight too, just finished, LOL. I did not see that you were on. Bam! The creepy panda nailed it with D.
Well done.
Yeah, both dancing flags were real. How was your game of Doom? Not too bad, except for classic panda falling off a ledge and dying. LOL. Well, isn't that kind of like a tradition in Doom? Falling damage. Falling damage gets ya. I saw your Facebook post and I posted a helpful link. Did your game get quiet?
Yup.
Okay. I was like, is it my headphones or the game?
Nope, it's the game.
Okay. We have an ad break starting in 1 minute and 20 seconds. When we get back from that ad break, I will be putting up another trivia question. Do you know if you're streaming tomorrow, Creepy Panda? Feel free to promote that shiz if you are. You're welcome. Okay, cool. So, if you know someone who did it, alright, so let's see, your trying to make sure I have your exact. There we go. So when we get back from the ad break, I'm gonna post your your Twitch address and everything, because people watch this sometimes even when it, like, after. Alright, I do believe we are out of the outbreak. I've got a couple different things. Yep, showing me that now I know for sure we are. So, I posted that from yours because it would highlight, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I actually will probably catch your Doom tomorrow. Have it on while I'm working on stuff. Because someone has a day shift tomorrow. Alright. It is, however, time to add in another question. Alright. Going back to the Titanic. Alright, those traveling in first class on the Titanic, on its first and only voyage, did not have the option to eat which of the following items during their final dinner aboard, which included 10 courses. And for anyone who has, like, read about Titanic history at all, like, they publish that menu on every, like, it's everywhere if you follow the Titanic history. So, otherwise, it's an easy one. It's an easy go of, let's take a guess. 25% chance of being right. So it's which one was not on the menu. A, chilled asparagus with vinaigrette dressing. B, beef a la Wellington. C, lamb with mint sauce. D, peaches in chartreuse jelly. Be interested to see what Brisko has to say about it, as he has the background in the culinary arts. But I believe has not really studied Titanic history at all.
C.
My theory is he is now just guessing C across the board. Anyone else have a guess? Bam! The creepy panda nailed it again! Good job! I just assumed it would be hard to keep beef on the ship. I know they had a couple of beef dishes, but I don't think it was anything that would require that level of freshness. I don't know, I'll be honest, I've never made a beef Wellington.
I have.
And see, that's why I'm saying, like... Alright, I've realized that picking a question about cars was a terrible idea because I don't actually even know how to pronounce all the words. So I'm going to this question instead. Oh, but apparently I have to split this one up. So there's half, and then there. Okay. So, which of these doomed products was not real? A 1979's Guinness Light, a watery, lower-calorie alternative to the full-bodied stout. B. A 1631 reprinted version of the King James Bible that omitted the word not from the seventh commandment, and so it read, "Thou shalt commit adultery," which came to be known as the Wicked Bible and a collector's item. C. Frozen Colgate beef lasagna, released in 1982 to a resounding complaint of the artificial taste. D. The 1922 U.S. patented baby cage. Think modern catio meets old-fashioned bassinet, London nannies in the 1930s would just securely pop the baby out the window in one, so little Miss or Mister could get plenty of fresh air. Only one of these did not exist. The creepy panda says A.
C.
Brisko says C. And let's see. Bam! Brisko Plays nailed this one.
Speaking of things that are doomed, this playthrough is doomed.
Well,
Haha, pun. Haha, pun intended.
everybody should remember that you're always welcome to send suggestions for games to Brisko Plays email at gmail.com.
And I could use them for reasons. But I am going to call it here. It's, I know it's early, but I have work in the morning, so I am terribly sorry. This won't happen every time. But,
this is legitimately the end of the Doom run, though.
yeah, it's just not been fun for me. And that's, we play games to have fun, you know? So, but thank you, and
join us on Sunday for Sunday Salmagunde. You never know what you're gonna find there. Creepy Panda says, exactly, get some rest.
will do.
Thank you.
Thank you and good night.